The gopher tortoise got its name from the fact that it digs deep tunnels, just like a gopher. The scaly, shovel-like front legs of this enormous tortoise, which may weigh up to 15 pounds, are specialized for digging. The only land tortoise endemic to the southeastern United States, it dwells there. In 2008, it was designated as Florida's official state tortoise. The gopher tortoise is a keystone species, which means it is vital to the environment in which it lives. Hundreds of diverse creatures, including frogs, owls, and even rare indigo snakes, call gopher tortoise tunnels home. From Louisiana to South Carolina, this turtle can be found, although it is most common in Florida. The gopher tortoise spends much of its life within tunnels to avoid predators and harsh weather, even though it is most active when the weather is warm. Throughout the year, the temperature and humidity of these burrows remain consistent. During its lifetime, a gopher tortoise will dig multiple tunnels, with males in Florida reported to dig up to 35. Sandhills under dry oak and longleaf pine trees provide the dry, sandy soil needed to dig the burrows. When required, the gopher tortoise will eat well-drained soil from old pastures and roadside ditches. For the tortoise, longleaf pine forests and coastal dunes are ideal habitats. It requires a tree-rich environment, but not too many. Otherwise, sunlight will not be able to reach the low-growing plants that the turtle relies on for nutrition. Berries, flowers, grass, and mushrooms, as well as apples and cactus pads, are among its favorite foods. The gopher tortoise aids the plants it consumes by dispersing seeds through its droppings. The tortoise will eat dead crabs and insects as an opportunistic feeder. The gopher tortoise gets sufficient of water from the plants it consumes, so it doesn't need to go looking for it. Except during breeding season, the gopher tortoise likes to be alone. That's why, unless you come upon a nest of hatchlings, you're unlikely to find more than one gopher tortoise in a burrow. Females bury their eggs near the burrow's entrance, and many of them are devoured by passing coyotes, raccoons, and eagles. Gopher tortoise eggs hatch in 80 to 110 days, and kids are self-sufficient from birth, receiving no parental care. In the wild, the gopher tortoise can live for 60 years. Individuals can take up to 21 years to mature, at which time they are ready to mate. Male gopher tortoises are generally gentle, but while battling for a female, they become violent and push and ram into one another. Though scientists have studied the mating habits of the gopher tortoise, there are still many questions regarding how an individual finds a partner. The International Union for Conservation of Nature has designated the gopher tortoise as vulnerable to extinction. Scientists believe that there are about 700,000 gopher tortoises left in the wild today, which is less than a third of their previous population. The most serious hazard to the species is habitat loss. Longleaf woods continue to be fragmented and destroyed as a result of urbanization. The gopher tortoise might lose 20% of its habitat in the next 40 years if present development trends continue. While looking for a suitable spot to build their nests, female tortoises are also at risk of being struck by automobiles. All of these risks are worsened by the tortoise's protracted time to sexual maturity, which slows the creation of new offspring, and its eggs' poor survival rate. The gopher tortoise is protected in Florida through a number of schemes. Volunteers can assist the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, FWC, in transporting and treating wounded tortoises, as well as relocating healthy tortoises from dangerous environments. Georgia has also launched an effort to permanently safeguard over 60 turtle populations. Other FWC-led conservation activities include educating the public about gopher tortoises so that people know what to do, and what not to do, if they find a turtle in need. People may even use a smartphone app to log tortoise locations, thanks to the FWC.